Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Dice Dream and DJing. Today we're going off of 36 different combinations of the dice, 36 throws of the dice, okay? Big Red having the biggest probability of showing up. I try to look at this game from a sports bettor's way of looking at things. If you've ever sports betted, I know not every gambler that plays certain games. A craps player might not play Pai-Gow, roulette, blackjack, UTH, or any other game in the casino. This is solely what they focus on. I, however, move around the casino floor. From roulette, UTH, blackjack, Pai-Gow, Baccarat, this game that I fell in love with. And to me, this is my most favorite. I sports bet. I do it all. And to me, sports betting is what helped me figure out the pass line and the don't pass. I asked myself, why does the pass line pay so well? They sell it like it's a favorite, and it is. It's a player favorite. Think about it. Let's say this is $100. You put $200 on your odds. If you have your point on 10, you're going to get your 100 here. You're going to get 400 here, right? When you look at it from a sports betting perspective, the underdogs pay the best. Why? Because they're expected to lose. When you lay numbers up here, which I really don't do in my videos, and I don't really do, I play the don't pass, or I play a don't come, or I'll just bet minimal on the 6 and 8 on shooters I don't know. It just depends. When I play the DP, I'm playing on my throws. I might not do it for every player, but I do it for myself. It's my way of hedging. But you ask yourself, if you look at it from a sports betting perspective, why do lay bets pay less? You have to put up more money to win. So now you think about it. It's like, let's say Boise State, and we're talking about college football now. Boise State going up against New Mexico State Aggies. Boise's going to be the favorite. They're going to pay you less if you go at Boise. You're going to have to put up $200 just to win $100. What do you do here? When you lay the 10, you put up 100 to win 50. Sounds to me like the lay bet is the favorite of the casino. That's why you put up more to win less. So they get us by selling us this dream that this is the best bet because it pays more. Yeah. But when you bet the pass line and you have your odds out here, and you have your pass lines and all your box numbers, once Big Red hits, you lose all of this. This all goes away. From a DP perspective, if I got money on the DP, and I got money here on the line, and I point, let's say I hit my 10 is my point, and I hit a 10 again. I don't lose all these. I just lose this. To me, it seems like the casinos sell this as the dark side when it's really a casino favorite. When you're betting here on the dark side, you're betting with the casino, right? Think about that while we start getting into these throws. 36 possible combinations, 36 throws. Random throwing. 415. 415. Going 5, picking them up and chucking them up. 6, 4, 10. Oh, we don't even need the puck because we ain't establishing points. We're just 36 throws just to see at the end what comes up. 4, 5, 9. So I know my view is going to be very unpopular. Obviously it is. It's taking a moment for my channel to get any type of comments or opinions in the comment section. A lot of people fix it. Damn, hard 6. A lot of people just see the titles, DP, hopping, hedging. The name is Dice Dreaming DGen. I dream about dice. I dream about sports betting. I dream about ways of making money at the casino. Because I think deep and hard on the possible ways of hitting. And I'll do some degenerate bets from time to time. But when I'm shooting the dice, like you've seen in my videos, I hop the 9s on the come out. I leave my line on the come out because in my opinion, when I'm throwing, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna establish a point. So instead of wasting a roll, I'm gonna try to capitalize by having my bets on and making money, because I have done it before where I've 0.7 out. Many of us have. Many people that we've bet on have done the same thing. Hard 10. A lot of hard ways on this one. This is random rolling. Picking up the dice and throwing them the way they come. Hey, Red. We've all done it. I'm going to stick to what I say. This game is about timing. This game is about knowing when and where to place your bets. Does it always happen? Does every strategy always work every time? No. Why do you think Waylon's Way has so many? Oops. Okay, yeah, snake eyes. So many different strategies. Is he saying to go and do every strategy he puts out there every time you play? No. But those are different strategies for different types of occasions. You have to be able to, as a player, see when that strategy is gonna be fit. Damn, it's a lot of horn this time. You have to be able to see and figure out when is it right to bet a certain way. When is it better to pull back? When is it time to regress? Everything is timing. Can you pull down too early your bets? Yeah. Can you turn off your bets too early? Yeah. Me personally, as a player, as a shooter, do I get offended when somebody turns off their bets and I'm in the middle of my roll? No. I don't. I know what they're doing. Why? Because I study this game. I know it's smart to turn off your bets from time to time. Because why? Average shooters are gonna point or hit big red within 6 to 7 throws of the dice. Some of us sooner than that. Some of us way longer than that. Average shooter within 6 to 7 throws of the dice are gonna 7 out. It's the numbers. Numbers never lie. Same as within sports. But on any given Sunday, on any given day on this felt, with these dice, no matter what we do, no matter how we set them, once they leave our hands and they go that way, they return back to random to an extent. But this is why the casinos are bringing in the bouncy tables, You know what I mean? Why? Because too many people were figuring out ways to beat them on them hard surfaces. And now the bouncy tables add more of an impact and more of an edge for the casino. So now that's why you see all these content creators throwing with the neoprene and making their tables bouncy for that reason. Because they're practicing. Now we got to figure out a way to soften up our throws to where the dice don't bounce up so high into here, because once they hit here or whatever angle they hit on this diamond, that pushes it even further into randomness. So when we're practicing our dice sets or we're practicing our throws, our mechanics, or at least for me, that's a 5-2. Even though I wish it wasn't. I wish it would have been a 5-9. But that 2 was showing more than the 4. That's a 5-2. When we're practicing to get them nice soft tosses. We're trying to practice to get things into a certain area. And yeah, me as a control freak, the reason I set the dice is because in my mind I'm controlling the outcome, and that's why I like this game more than any other game in the casino, is because you hold the dice. They put those obstacles in your way, the bouncy tables, the people placing their bets out here. Those obstacles are meant to hinder you, but that's why we practice. We get our mechanics, right? Oops, random, my bad. That's the purpose of practicing. So you have some sense of control. Now again, also knowing that once these leave your hand, you have no control. You can only control from the moment you get the dice to the moment you release. And you gotta hope that you're doing the same thing over and over on a consistent basis to get consistent outcomes. But no matter how consistent, no matter how proficient you are at throwing these dice, this ugly number will show its face. Some nights more than others, some nights not nearly at all. You just gotta be prepared and ready and willing to ride that ride, to ride the waves. Bet smart, bet responsibly. Don't allow other people's gambling styles or attitudes, because you got some drunk people come up to the table and do some crazy stuff. Trying to play blackjack bets, laying their dice out like this on the felt, like if they're at the blackjack table, but they're drunk, and it messes up the vibe of the game. You just gotta be ready for anything. You gotta be prepared. When there's a lot of people at the table, the game is gonna slow down tremendously. Everybody changing their bets, everybody putting more money, people buying in, people asking questions, servers coming by in the middle of the thrower's toss, asking him if he wants drinks or she wants drinks. So many different little factors that come into this game that these little throws that we're doing, 36 throws, can turn into 2 hours. And it's just 36 throws. It sounds like a lot, but it's really not. Unless you're at the table by yourself or with another player or 2 people, a max, you're never going to get the dice right back into your hands and be able to shoot comfortably and at ease. You know, you have to prepare for everything and anything. You got people coming up and asking you questions in the middle. They're like, hey, how do you play that game? But that's why we have these channels, to teach people so they're not afraid when they walk up. But to just sell one side of the table, you're sending them in there on a handicap. Because now they come in and this is all they know. This is all they think about winning. is on the pass line. They think that's the only way they can win, when there's so many other ways to win on this table. Everything comes with time and practice. But these throws really ain't proving me anything. I'm not purposely trying to throw big red just to prove a point. It just so happens that today is one of them days that the random roller is able to throw more than a few times before hitting it. Snake eye. But like even me, when I first came to this table, when I would hear all the noise and all the ruckus from the roulette table, the dealers that knew me from the roulette table were dealing, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna play, yeah. Oh, stand right here," and they had me right next to him. Stick right one. I'm right here next to the dealer. The dealer's right here telling me where to go. And while I'm here, I'm watching the bets, but I'm seeing these payouts. And I'm like, oh shit, 30 to 1? Was that the last one? I believe that was the last one. I hope I didn't just mess myself up right there. I think I might have paid. Let's go one more, just in case. I might have paid that twice. But, so anyway. And if I didn't, I apologize. But yeah, I see these payouts and I was like, oh shit. And since it was close to me, I was like, here, 20 on the horn, 20 on the horn. Then I'm like, oh shit. So then I started paying attention to the way the game. That's a 639, and that's the last one. But that just reminded me a long time ago too, when I first started gambling, and I asked somebody, hey, how do you play the game? And they're like, hey, youngster, the best way for you to learn how to play is to put your money up. I'm thinking I'm about to put money up to get some information. Caught on real quick that what he really meant was you have to lose money. And he was trying to get my money to teach me a lesson, but not with words, by taking my money. And I caught on quick. So 36 rolls right here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 big reds. We got 4 hard sixes plus 2 regular. So that's 6. Surprisingly, we only got 1 hard 8, 1 regular 8. We got 2 snake eyes, 2 yos, 1 midnight, 1 AC deucey. We got 2 hard 4s, regular 4, 2 hard 10s, a regular 10. 3 5s, and 3, 6, 8 9s. Like I say in a lot of my videos, this is the number that I usually hit the most. That's why you see me bet on it at the most. And even as a random thrower, look, I'm hitting it the most. But if you look at this, between all these 36 rolls, aside from my 9 and my 6, big red is the next number that was hit the most. You gotta understand that when you come into these games. This is the number that kills the table. Yeah, it's a pass line winner if it comes out first. But once this point is established, this number is the enemy. And this number comes up the most. So if you can start to see it from a sports bettor's perspective, or even just from that perspective, that this number is going to come up the most. I'm not saying every shooter go and hit the don't pass bar, but learn how to be able to defend the money you got out here. A lot of people say, you shouldn't hedge, don't do that, don't do that. That's because maybe they don't understand, or maybe they don't know how to do it. Whatever the reasons are, you have to protect your money. Yeah, you're going there to have fun. Yeah, you're going there to vibe with the table. All the tables in the casino are social tables. The majority will die by the pass line. I want to bring a different shed of light to the table. because there is way more sections to the dice table besides the pass line. This is not the only way you win. This is where you win. Hitting box numbers. For those of you that can come in and you're not throwing the dice and you don't have to put nothing on the pass line or the don't pass, this is where you're making your money. The box numbers. Why? Because they don't come off. A hard 8, a 5-3, or a 6-2 come, you're getting paid. Right? If a 6 comes, this bet still stays there. If a 5 comes, these bets still stay. The only thing that kills these bets once a point is established is Big Red. This is Dice Dreaming DJ. I hope the information was helpful. I hope that we were able to start getting conversation in these comments. I want to see other people's points of views. I want to see and hear stories. I want to be able to keep this conversation going. I want to hear and be able to share other people's stories of how they won big in the casino on craps, sports betting. I don't want to just talk about craps, but I do love craps, and I do want to show a different way of playing it. But I want to talk about everything. If we can talk about March Madness, if we can talk about upcoming fights, if we can talk about any and every little thing that has to do with gambling, I'm all for that conversation. Let's be positive. Let's not, even if we disagree, let's not be disrespectful. It's okay to disagree. It's okay to have different points of views, different opinions. But when we're having these discussions, let's remember, we all have the right to our own opinion, even if it's different. Let's not ostracize and degrade people or look down on people or tell them that they're not welcome at the tables because they have a different way of seeing things. Gamble responsibly. Never gamble more than what you can afford. Do not chase these casinos. Make them chase you. Thank you for your time. If you like this type of content, hit that like and subscribe button. Dice Dreaming DJ.